Hi guys, Mark's here, Everything Tenere, back at you with some crazy stuff. So if you watch my Instagram, you might have seen that I posted some weird pictures, and that's because I'm gonna start a new series of videos, which will be the rally tower build. Well, I'm a bit of a MacGyver. I want to do stuff myself. I don't want to buy an expensive Aurora rally tower with covers and everything, not be able to use a standard decal kit and whatnot. But I want to be able to, in the future, within a year, buy a carburetor and carburetor controls or a cheap rally roadbook holder. And I want to be able to mount that in a good and safe manner on my bike without breaking any plastics in the headlight assembly or you know, the windshield holders with the bar up there and everything. And to do that, you really need to make a solid foundation or a bracket or mounting system for everything, which will be steady, solid, and not break when in use off-road. So episode 1, which is this, will be planning and showing, explaining what I want to do, and I will show you some videos on the bike and so on. And episode 2 will be more measuring and also making the bracket itself. And of course number 3 will be the final episode with when hopefully have a carburetor or something else to put on my bike. So first things first, so if you want to have a pad or a tablet up in front, you can't really have your Speedo up where it should sit. So the Speedo needs to be moved. It needs to be moved to the handlebars, and you know I have this picture here. Rally Raid top bar clamp, and I will put the Speedo there on the handlebars. Then I have to, or I thought I had to, remake the whole bracket, and I will show you guys the bracket here in a moment. First we will have some pictures from the bike itself where I remove everything. So let's go to the bike. So what I plan to do is to move the Speedo to the handlebar using the Rally Raid top bar clamp and a bracket. When we have done so, I of course have the, where did I put it, my trusty carburetor. You can see here I have it so I know what height position needs to be, so I can turn the handlebar fully without anything hitting and so on. And we will see how I can make that fit, so to say. I know there will be some issues getting the key in when having the Speedo here. It's a little bit more fiddly. What I want to do is, let's see if we can see it here. I will remove the cover so you can see it. So the bracket you have that is attached to the frame that holds the whole front, or the headlight assembly, everything is down here. It's a thin metal bracket, maybe 2.5 millimeter, 2 plates of that, and you will see it as well. I will make a beefed up one with 5 millimeter aluminum that also has an arm that goes up here, that I can also attach to this to get this a bit more sturdy, but also have a mounting point for a rally roadbook or the carburetor or whatever you want to have. I could put a regular sheet of aluminum here, have a lot of holes in them to attach, you know, you can have the speed on the side and maybe a phone here, whatever. Also see what, you know, my windscreen, that one, or the high Puig one that I have laying there, which one will fit the best, and maybe have the big screen and then trim it down a bit. I don't want the really high one, But we will see. I will remove all the covers now and we can look how it looks. So I removed my Speedo, put the Rally Ray top clamp in, just rigged the Speedo with some gloves under and tape, and yeah, removed the headlight as well because it's easier, because I need to remove this one and it has a clip down there that you don't want to mess up, so I removed the headlight as well. So what I'm thinking is to have the carpenter about here. This is the standard windshield. What my goal is to be able to have it so the windshield covers the carpenter. You can see here it's pretty close to the yeah, I just forgot what it is. Pretty close to them, to the handguards. So I really need to check the angle of those, if I can twist them down a bit. It's free here, you know, on that side, but that's doable. Worst case scenario, I'll actually take the large windscreen and I'll cut that one down because it's a bit wider, so it will cover more, but I will cut it down to the same size as this, so it's not sticking up too much. So I could offer that to the gods, so to say. So we will check the little the mounting bracket that I'm talking about, which is down here. You can see it down here. I will bring out the flashlight. There we go. So you can see it in there. It's that triangle shaped part that goes up all the way up there. It has a bolt from the other side, it looks like, for the right part, and then you have two bolts there that holds the whole headlight assembly. So that one I will redo in 5mm aluminium, and it will also then follow up here along this plastic thing, and I will also attach it to this position here as well, so it will steady the whole headlight assembly as well a bit. And then you will have a mounting point here, either like a standard like takedown mirrors, those kind of ball type mountings, so I can adjust the screen, or I will make an adjuster myself with a screw that I can by hand, you know, adjust the angle of the screen and maybe also the height. I'm not sure yet. I will probably figure something out. So we're back and we're at my messy work desk, and here we have that lovely bracket. This is the OEM bracket. You have the frame on this side, which is sandwiched in between these metal things. So the frame goes in here, or where you have the headstock. The headlight assembly and everything is supported by this part, and this part goes into the plastic, or the plastic goes over this. From the start, I thought, you know, just buying a 5mm aluminium, you know, sheet or a piece of aluminium and just redoing this and putting the 5mm and, you know, making this part out of 5mm. That plan pretty much crashed when I saw that the mounting points were different, so they were not both on the inside of this bracket, but it's on the outside here and inside that. That means that you know, I would need to mill down everything to make it fit, which is not the best because you need to keep the strength up in this part. This is a 2.7mm steel, so it's pretty sturdy. So my idea now, after looking at it, it's pretty darn simple. So you have the bolts here for the frame. If I just buy new longer bolts and I create a bracket, not a bracket, but the metal I have, the aluminium I have. Now this is just a little example how I could do it. You have a lot of clearance here, and you can see that you have a cutout here. This cutout here is for the Speedo cable to come in and then go out up here and up to the Speedo where it sits on the bike if you have a stock bike. I don't need this cutout because I will put the Speedo on the handlebar, so the cable will go another way around. So I can make my aluminium piece like this and just bolt it on the outside of this original bracket on both sides. And this part here, which should represent an arm that goes up about to where the Speedo sits, you have 3 screws for the Speedo. I will use 2 of those bolt holes there, and this will be attached up there as well, so you will have a much sturdier, secured front end of the bike. And from there I can have in between these two, then, because it will be on both sides, I can have a milled out mounting point with standard size screw holes that you have for, I think it's called AMPS, 38 times 40 millimeter holes, I think it is, or 3830. I need to recheck that. And I can have a swivel mount and maybe also a height adjustment for the carburetor or rally roadbook. So that's my plan, and in episode 2 we will go out to the bike and we will measure more stuffs. I will also make a mock-up of cardboard so I can see what sizes and what angles I need to use and so on, before I finally mill out the pieces I need and drill all the holes I need and get to it, so to say. So I hope you like and subscribe and stay tuned for episode 2. Thank you very much, guys. Cheerios. Bye bye.